Welcome. It's the Matic. It's the illest bird in the land. Welcome back to Matic. What is going on, legends? Thank you so much for commenting, liking, and subscribing. Let's get into today's new video. Today's new video is one of the most anticipated movies I've been waiting patiently to see this movie. I said, man, oh man, it's finally here. And here's my review on it. Black Clover and the Sword of the Wizard King movie review. All right, so let's talk about it. First off, I like the introduction. I like that the setup was really well thought of. We see Julius, the Wizard King, but also the previous Wizard King and their tension that they had with one another. It seems like the previous Wizard King went rogue, and Julius did what he had to do as a Wizard King. Even though Conrad was a friend of Julius before he became the Wizard King, we see Julius seal away Conrad and also the Wizard King sword with his time magic. So we see that also the other wizard captains coming together to help Julius. So I like the setup of us learning about what took place in the past and what is going on with this Conrad, the previous Wizard King. Nice setup right off the bat. Now, the next thing that I thought that was really interesting with this film was the setup. We see Yuno and Asta and Incognito come to this stadium, and apparently where this stadium took place is where pretty much Conrad was sealed. So I do like for a fact that we see pretty much Julius magic, time magic does wear off over time. So the seal had broken, and what happened was once the seal was broken, Conrad was able to get out. But what I like about Conrad, let's talk about this. I like that he got back up. Okay? This man literally got out the seal and said, hey, I'm going to bring back some people. So what I found was interesting about the sword that he had, the sword that he could use, he was able to bring back previous Wizard Kings. I said, holy crap. I was like, wait a minute. Wait. This man out here and brought back the best of the best. And I like that setup. I like that we learned about those wizard kings as well. And one was a queen because she was a woman. Their magics were interesting, man. You had one that had barrier magic, one that was ice magic. The chick, oh my God, her magic was insane. She was living like pretty much chess. She summoned like actual chess pieces. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, Conrad's magic, his was pretty much key magic. He was able to steal your magic. I said, oh boy, I said, that's an insane lineup, okay? Also, what I enjoyed about this movie is how they use the Black Bulls. We see them get some action in this film. As much as Asta, I really like that aspect of the film. I said, oh, we got them, you know what I'm saying? We see Asta. Also, the times when they use Asta and Yuna in this film, I really thought was well thought of. I love the battle where Yuno fights the other wizard that makes the barrier magic. My man's, the previous Wizard King. And I love how he has the Yami assist and also the actual fire captain and also Noel's brother. The other thing I liked about this movie is us learning about Conrad. So Conrad's story was kind of sad if you think about it. I'm glad they kind of gave us glimpses of a little bit, because he was all about inequality and racism. What I actually did enjoy that they did mention was he was also a peasant. He was similar to Asta. He was less fortunate citizen of the Wizard Kingdom. Well, not Wizard Kingdom, Clover Kingdom, excuse me. And I felt like that where you saw empathy there. Instead of him really wanting to fight Asta, he said, hey, look, man, we could become the new people that are over the Clover Kingdom. And Asta's like, no, I don't want the world that you're trying to live in. But also what I liked about Conrad as a villain, he saw the inequality. You know what I'm saying? How the wealthiest citizens of the Clover Kingdom treated his family briefly. We see the betrayal, the hurts, but with him, and he's saying, man, you living in this fantasy world. He's kind of trying to tell Ash, like, they're not your family. They're going to eventually turn against you too because you're a peasant. You're not high class like Noel or some of the other royals within the Clover Kingdom. So I was like, all right, I like this guy. I like that he's kind of got like a different mindset. And maybe that's why him and Julius had their issues. Also, I want to talk about Julius. I like how they used Julius in this film. That was the one thing I was a little worried about at first. I said, man, if this is more Julius than Asta, we are in trouble. I said, we are in trouble. I like how they used Julius in this film. I for a minute I was like, oh yeah, he did become a kid again. You see Kid Julius, and literally with Kid Julius, you see that pretty much him trying to navigate the wizard world, because the thing is, in the Clover Kingdom, because he's not in power like he should be because of what he had done in the past to protect the citizens of the Clover Kingdom from the elves. I really like that we see that in this movie. He's kind of like the aide to Asta and kind of telling them things that could help him out to stop Conrad. I also like that pretty much Conrad had this thing where it was like, you know, if you don't want to help me, guess what? You are in my way too. He was a very assertive villain. Also, what I liked in this movie was Asta, how determined he was. You see that throughout the film, despite him getting his butt kicked by Conrad quite a bit and almost losing his match. I said, boy, I was like, man. And you can see like Conrad saw Asta in a different light because they both were peasants. I like the sense of that. I was like, you know what? He understands Asta. Maybe that's why he was so committed to wanting Asta to become on over to his side, even though he is the villain. I like that we eventually understand the other things that took place on why Conrad was the way he was. I gotta say, the action's there. There's a decent amount of action that we see in this film. I like that the battles that they set up for this film really worked, with the wizards having different magic coming together doing combination spells. I like that Noelle does get some shine in the movie. She didn't get like nerfed completely. And I like the final scene where Asta has the wizard sword and also his actual sword from his grimoire, and he finally defeats Conrad. I think that scene was crazy. Okay, he's in outer space. We see Conrad pretty much like, you know, about like literally dying, you know what I'm saying? But before he dies, he sees the other Wizard Kings and Wizard Queen that he brought back to life. I think he finally found peace in death. You know what I'm saying? I think all the hurt, the betrayal, and everything, once he realized that, you know, there was no coming back from his objective of what he wanted to do with the Wizard Kingdom, he realized that it's over. Like, my life is gone. I gotta say, I didn't go in this film with high expectations. I was like, oh, this was really good. You know, so let's get into my actual rating for this. You know what I'm saying? Black Clover and the Sword of the Wizard King. I gotta give this an A plus. I gotta give it an A plus. Well paced, a nice amount of action, decent story, like the other villains that they had in this film. The commonality between Asta and Conrad. Julius's story too is kind of mentioned. We see their relationship a little bit in the past. Impressive, man. An impressive film. Probably one of my favorite anime films of this year. But have you guys seen Black Clover and the Sword of the Wizard King, guys? You tell me in the comments, guys. It is a blur. Live in the word, guys. Have a wonderful day, guys. I'm out.